Welcome to the Moon Manifesting Podcast with Kyra Howearth. Hi, I'm Kyra, business astrologer, moon manifesting mama, author, teacher, and mentor. I teach you how to harness the energy of the moon, stars, and cosmos so you can manifest your dreams and discover a deeper purpose to your life. Hello there, Moon Manifestors. Welcome back to the Moon Manifesting Podcast. So today I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how you can find your path of least resistance. And specifically, I'm talking about in your business. But this episode may also be relevant if it's, related to other goals in your life. I'm going to be talking more so about business in this episode. But if you're not a business owner, keep listening because I'm sure that you will find some helpful things in this episode to help you make your life a bit easier and to manifest the things that you want with more ease and flow. So before I dive in to exactly how to find your path of least resistance, we're going to be looking at a bit of business astrology in this episode, as well as some other little tips. I would like to invite you to the next round of the Soul Aligned Biz Mastermind. So the Soul Aligned Biz Mastermind is my twice a year group coaching program where I guide the next generation of soulpreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, and mompreneurs to either start or grow their business in alignment with their soul's purpose. I love running this mastermind. Each year I get the most beautiful people inside the mastermind who go on to create amazing things in their businesses. I've had students who have gone on to create retreats, who have started from the ground up to build a side hustle that brings in a bit of income while they're also working a day job. I've had clients who've started out with absolutely no idea what they wanted to do, but through the work in the mastermind, they have found clarity on their purpose and how to make money from doing what really lights them up. So the next round of the Soul Aligned Biz Mastermind starts on the 22nd of March 2023, and it's a 6-month group coaching program. So we meet every 2 weeks or thereabouts on each new and full moon for a group coaching call that is aligned with that current lunar energy. So we work our way around the 12 zodiac signs and bring each of those 12 zodiac energies into your business in a specific way. So the first call is on the 6th of April, which lines up with the full moon in Libra, and that's when we're focusing on attracting our soulmate clients, as well as how you can help others. And yeah, we go through so much inside the Soul Aligned Business Mastermind, like marketing, branding. What else do we do? Sales pages. We look at creating a long-term strategy for your business, creating funnels. There is so much. We learn specifically about business astrology. There's a whole module there on business astrology, which is all about taking astrology into the back end of your business. So even if your business has nothing to do with astrology, then yeah, it still applies. You can still use astrology to help you with like your marketing plan or with your branding or whatever it might be that you're needing help with. Astrology can help your business in so many ways. So you get the 12 group coaching calls inside the mastermind, as well as 3 one-on-one calls. And we're also going to be having an amazing retreat at the end of it. But I'm going to talk to you more about the retreat after I dive into our episode for today. So keep listening if you want to know more about this retreat I'm holding. Let's keep talking about that in a bit. So first up, let's chat about what exactly am I talking about when I'm saying finding your path of least resistance. Okay, so what that means is that sometimes there are things in our lives or in our businesses that are just so easy that it kind of feels like it's cheating. There are some things where it's just so easy that sometimes we just feel like, okay, this isn't challenging, and we may self-sabotage to, make it more harder for ourselves, but, we may not get the results that we wanted because we're not following that path of least resistance. So the path of least resistance is what you're going to find easy, what's going to easily bring in money into your business, what lights you up, what you find really easy to do, what feels so aligned and natural for you. And there are so many ways that we can find what that is, and I'm going to be talking about that a bit later on, about using astrology to find your path of least resistance. but maybe you're not sure, you know, are you already on your path of least resistance, or is there a bit of resistance still, you know, holding you back? So some key indicators that you may need to shift things to find that path of least resistance are like maybe you're juggling too many things in your business. Maybe you've got a number of different offerings and you're not really sure, you know, what to focus on. You're doing this and you're also doing this, but you're also doing this. And it's kind of sending out a mixed message. I'm guilty of this, by the way. But yeah, sometimes we find ourselves juggling because we just don't know what we're meant to be doing. We don't know what work we're meant to be doing. So that could be a good indicator that you need to find that path of least resistance. The other thing that may be coming up for you that's a sign that things need to shift is that you're working really, really hard in your business, but you're getting nothing in return. You're maybe working yourself too hard, pushing yourself to burnout, and see my previous episode all about burnout if you want to know more about that. But yeah, if you're working really hard but getting nothing in return, then, you know, there may just be something there that's signifying that this maybe isn't the right path for you. There might be something else that's going to be easier, that's going to be bringing in the sales a bit more easier, that's going to light you up and make you feel, more happier and optimistic about the work that you're putting out into the world. So your business can be really easy. And if you're struggling, then it's a really good idea to just come back and check that you're in alignment with your path of least resistance. So when you follow that path of least resistance, you will find more flow in your business. Things will feel more easy. Things will start to pick up in terms of abundance. Like you'll attract more money into your business. You'll attract more clients. You'll attract more sales. You'll just naturally draw in people who are attracted to you and what you have to offer. And it will just feel more easy. When you find that path of least resistance, there's not going to be all this resistance in the way. Sometimes when we're trying to do something in our business, and you may relate to this, where there may have been something that you've tried and it's just felt so hard. There's just been so many obstacles, and it's kind of like the universe has been like stopping you from following that path. And maybe when that happens, we just need to take a step back and think, okay, why is this not happening for me? Why is this not easy? Sometimes we just need to push through those obstacles, and other times it can be a sign that, hey, there's something that's even better for you. This isn't the right path for you at this time. So a few things to keep in mind if that's what's going on for you right now. If you're feeling that resistance, take a step back and just question, is this actually aligned with me, with my business, with what I want to share with the world? Is it just feeling too hard? Are there like just too many obstacles? Is there an easy way that you could be doing things? So some questions for you. What feels easy? So what feels really easy in terms of your offerings, of what you're selling? So whether that's selling products, maybe you find it really easy to create tarot decks. Maybe you just make deck after deck. Or maybe you just find it really easy to sell crystals. Maybe you just naturally get these crystals from wholesalers and you post them on Instagram and bam, you've made yourself a couple of $100s. Like maybe there are some things that you have found really easy in your business where you've put something up for sale and all of a sudden the sales are like bam, bam, bam. So lean into what feels easy. What has felt really easy in your business? Now, if that is a difficult question to answer, another way to look at this is what have been the best sellers in your business. So let's say you have, a bunch of services or a bunch of products that you sell. What are the things that have either made you the most money or you've sold like the most number of? And, sometimes you may be selling something that's really cheap and you sell a lot of it. And then you may have something that's really expensive, but you may not sell as much of it. But because it's more expensive, you might make more money from selling one of those high ticket offers or that, expensive item compared to selling, a whole bunch of the lower priced offerings. So have you considered there, what are your best sellers? What are the things that have brought in the most money in your business or that have accumulated the most sales? And if you have done launches in the past where you have launched something, what have been your most successful launches? So you may have launched different programs or you may have launched different products. What has been the most successful? And you may even want to pull apart, like, what did you do for that launch? What contributed to that success? Was it merely what you had on offer, or was it more to do with your launch strategy? Maybe you held a free webinar, or you had some sort of opt-in freebie that helped with that launch. Or maybe you had a lot of hype building up towards that launch, and then the minute you launched this thing into the world, everyone bought it because they were like on the edge of their seats, like, I want that thing. So pulling apart, dissecting your business and looking at, what are the best sellers? What's been the most successful thing that you've launched? How did you do it? Looking at all those different things can help you kind of steer towards your path of least resistance. Because those things that are really easy, those things that just sell naturally and easily, those things that have been really successful for you in the past, even if you've like relaunched them and it hasn't been such a success, it's still an indication that you can replicate that success. There may just need to be a few tweaks. You may need to go back and look at exactly what you did, or maybe improve on what you did last time, make some different tweaks, get feedback from other people to make it even better. Okay, so what I'd like you to do next is take a look at your natal chart or your business chart, and if you don't already have one, you can go to a website such as astro.com or astro-charts.com to pull up a free chart. If you have no idea about a business chart, it's totally fine to look on your natal chart. Your business chart is basically just from the time that your business was created. So some ideas of how to find your business, like a birth time. It could be when you did your very first post on Instagram. Maybe you created an Instagram account for your business and did a post. You'll easily be able to find the exact date and time that you did that. It may have been when you purchased the website domain name for your website. You should have a receipt for that in your email inbox, and that could help you pinpoint the birth time of your business. So yeah, there's various things that you can look at. It's all about the energy of when your business was birthed into the world, when you took some action that started off your business, whatever that may have been for you. So anyway, looking on either your natal or your biz chart, we're going to have a look at a few things. Okay, so first up is your career line or your MC or midheaven line, which is the line between, that divides the 9th house and the 10th house. It's the start of your 10th house. So it will be right up the top of your chart. And this line will fall in a certain zodiac sign. So looking at that zodiac sign, that is the energy of what is meant to be easy for you. Your career line is all about what you aspire to be, the energy of what you aspire to be, the energy of what you aspire to leave a legacy of or to create an impact on the world. So diving into the energy of your career line, that zodiac energy could really help you understand what's going to come easy for you. So as an example, my MC line, my career line is in Leo, and Leo is all about inspiration and like building others up, being a cheerleader. And I find that I naturally tend to do that anyway. So I try to work a bit of that into my business through maybe putting in some posts on my feed with affirmations or inspirational quotes and that sort of thing, because it just comes easy for me. And I find that like when I'm just on social media, I tend to just be like leaving these little positive comments that cheer people on anyway. I just naturally do that. And when I looked at my career line, it was like, hey, that's why I do that. So yeah, finding your career line will help you understand like what just comes easy to you, what energy naturally seems to come from you. And yeah, you can work with that energy because you could use that energy in your business to do something. So going back to my example with Leo in my career line, with that inspiring energy, like maybe I could make some like an inspiring quote oracle deck or something like that, where well, actually, I kind of do this. In my moon manifesting calendars, they have these little daily prompts that are quite inspiring. So, hey, I've been doing it all along and never even realized. So leading into those things, it just feels so easy for you, and your MC line or your career line can really help you pinpoint that energy. So the next thing to look at is your sun sign. Well, not just your sun sign, but also where what house your sun is in on either your natal chart or your business chart, depending on the lens that you want to look at this today. But looking at your sun is all about how you shine your light into the world. So the zodiac sign is about that energy, like about how you shine that light into the world. And the house is all about what area of your life you shine that light into the world. Now, if you are wondering, like, but what do all the zodiac signs and the houses mean? Don't worry, I've got you covered. You'll find a free astrology cheat sheet in the show notes below. And if you're having trouble accessing it at the time of recording, technology is not being my friend. So just send me an email at hello@kyrahowearth.com.au, or hit me up on social media and I'll just send it through to you. Because yeah, it's a really helpful cheat sheet to have on hand, especially when I'm talking on my podcast all about like looking at your natal chart and stuff. If you have no idea what any of it means, I'll send you through my free cheat sheets. Just let me know if you can't find it. So yeah, looking at your sun, looking at the zodiac sign and the house that it's in, that will help you see how to shine your light into the world and what really comes naturally to you as well. Because your sun sign is really who you are, like your inner essence, your soul's essence. And when you can allow that to shine, it just feels so easy. And that's what this episode is all about. Finding what feels easy in your life, in your business, so that you can manifest your goals. So you can manifest your business goals or your life goals or whatever it happens to be. So the third thing I would like you to look at on your natal chart or business chart is your Jupiter. So finding what sign and house Jupiter is in. Jupiter is all about growth and abundance and joy. So leaning into that Jupiter energy on your chart will help you find that path of least resistance, because you're leaning into what feels joyful and what inspires growth and what makes you feel abundant and happy. So really leaning into that Jupiter energy can be so helpful for finding that path of least resistance, because you want to be able to grow. You want to be able to feel happy. So just do what naturally makes you feel happy anyway, right? So yeah, finding those three things on your chart can really help you finding that path of least resistance, to find what feels easy. So maybe once you've found those things, maybe you'll see a common theme between those three areas on your chart, your career line, sun, and Jupiter. Maybe you'll see that there's, some overlapping sort of energies going on there. Maybe your sun is near your career line in the same sign or something like that. Like there might be a bit of an indication there about how you could find that path of least resistance. So leaning into that energy, whatever that may be, and thinking about how you can apply that to your business. Like, is there a certain offering that comes to mind when you think about those sort of energies? Like I said before, like with my career line in Leo, something that came to mind was, creating like an inspiration oracle deck, or my inspiring quotes on my moon manifesting calendars. So things like that, like, what just feels so easy, and how can you implement that into your business? Because it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to work hard to run a business. You don't have to work really hard to make money. Money can come into your life with ease and with joy. And if it's like, through struggle and challenge, like it can really drain your energy and make you not feel so high vibe. So leaning onto what feels easy will have such a beautiful ripple effect throughout your business and your life, because it's going to bring you more joy. It's going to lift those burdens. It's going to make you feel happier. Okay, so I did say at the start of this episode that I would talk a bit more about the retreat that's coming with the Solar Line Biz Mastermind. So yeah, as I said, the Soul Line Biz Mastermind, it is starting on the 22nd of March on the new moon in Aries. We've got like a 2-week sort of onboarding period where we get settled, get to know each other, get started, that sort of thing. It's going to be so much fun. I said, and blah, getting tongue-tied. I'm just so excited to share this with you. So then the Business Mastermind goes for about 6 months. So towards the end of the Business Mastermind in September, we're going to be having a luxurious business retreat together in person. I'm so excited. So the full details will be released closer, well, as the members come into the mastermind, so that I can see where everyone is coming from, where we're traveling from, that sort of thing, to kind of make it easier from everyone. So yeah, full details to come. But at the moment, I have so much planned for us in this business retreat. It's going to be held in New South Wales, Australia, and yeah, it's going to be in a beautiful location, wherever that location may be. We're going to be doing so much fun things. We're going to be having a cacao ceremony. We're going to be focusing on healing our bodies. We're going to be doing lots of yoga, wellness workshop, sound healing. What else have I got planned? We're going to be diving right into business astrology, of course. Of course we're going to be doing that. We may be doing a bit of moon manifesting with that as well. It's really going to be a chance to integrate everything that you've learned over the past 6 months in the Business Mastermind group through our group coaching and our one-on-one calls as well. It's going to be a chance to meet in person, to really solidify everything that you've learned, to implement it, and to nourish yourself, nourish your body, nourish your mind, and nourish your soul. Because this is so important when running a business too. We often forget to take that time off, to have some downtime, to let everything kind of integrate, to reset our energies. And that's what we're going to be doing with this business retreat. We're going to be healing ourselves so that we can then leave the retreat and finish the mastermind off on a strong note, ready to hit the ground running. So it's just going to be amazing. I'm really so excited for the retreat because I haven't actually run a retreat for 3 years now. I literally ran a retreat 3 years ago, February 2020, in Bali, and it was the most magical experience, and I have been dying to run a retreat ever since then, but then COVID happened. So yeah, now I'm running a retreat. So yeah, you get the 6 months of the group coaching and the Biz Mastermind, and the retreat is just an additional bonus that is included in your mastermind pricing. So yeah, pricing, let's talk about your investment in your business and in yourself. Up front, the payment is $3,000, and if you'd prefer a payment plan, I do have a monthly plan of 7 monthly payments of $444. That's all in Australian dollars as well. So if you're elsewhere in the world, might be worth checking out the conversion rates, because you'll probably find that it's a bit cheaper in your local currency. So you'll find all the details to apply for the Soul Line Biz Mastermind in the show notes below. Make sure you check that out if you're a soulpreneur or a mumpreneur who's ready to either start or grow your business in alignment with your soul's purpose. So we're really diving deep into the work that you're meant to be doing in this world, how to create a bigger impact, as well as increasing your visibility, working on your marketing, working on your branding, working on refining your offerings so that you're finding your path of least resistance. This is definitely something that we are working on in the mastermind. Like, we look at your natal chart to figure out exactly what work are you best suited to. Some people are best suited to doing one-on-one work, whereas other people are more suited to doing group work. Whereas other people are maybe best suited to just doing like running retreats, or teaching courses or workshops or that sort of thing. So there's so many different ways that we can look at your chart to understand exactly the work you're meant to be doing in this world and how to find your path of least resistance. So if this is calling to you, if any part of the Soul Line Biz Mastermind is calling to you, check out all the details down below in the show notes. I would love to see you inside the mastermind. So I hope this episode has been really helpful to maybe you should start to see some shifts with your work or with your life to find that path of least resistance. If things are feeling really hard, trust that there is an easier way. Look at like historically what has been really easy for you, or like, you know, look at the stats, like, you know, what was the bestseller in 2022, or what did you sell the most of? There are so many things that you can look at in your business, or, you know, if you're applying this to something else in your life, there are so many things that you can be looking at to find that path of least resistance, to find what feels easy. So follow what feels easy and fun, and you will just naturally attract abundance. Alrighty, I will catch you all in the next episode of the Moon Manifesting Podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Stay magical, stay manifesting, and stay tuned. I'll speak with you really soon. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to the Moon Manifesting Podcast. If you're wanting more moon magic, check out my book, Moon Manifesting. Download your free Moon Manifesting calendar or connect with me on social media. You can do all of that at kyrahowearth.com.au. Stay magical, stay manifesting, and stay tuned. I'll speak with you in the next episode.